So we'll do shoulders today. What we'll do is we'll start with a ramping up exercises to get the nervous system in line. Also build some strength and overall size. So that's like the bread and butter lift. We start each movement pattern this way. And then for shoulders, I like to do more isolation work. So that's the kind of workout we'll be focusing on more today. So it's still the goal is to get more work capacity done, more work done. So we'll keep the rest interval brief. So we'll go use here, you go, he goes kind of thing. So okay. you alternate each set. So we're going to start with the overhead press. You can use a slight leg drive as the weight gets heavier. Actually, I like to use a slight leg drive to get past the weak point here. I don't see that as cheating, but a matter of making the movement safer and actually more effective. So we'll do sets of 6 reps today. The goal is to work up to the maximum weight you can comfortably do for 6 reps. And we'll start with the work capacity stuff. Go all the way up and try to touch the ceiling at the top to really get that peak contraction in the shoulders. Really important, one thing you'll see oftentimes in gym is that people do 3/4 shoulder presses. They don't go all the way up. I think it might come to the theory that you have to keep constant muscle tension for maximum growth. That's actually true for several movements, but mostly for assistance exercises. For strength movement, I like to use the full range of motion and actually try to touch the ceiling, especially when standing, because it works the serratus muscle, so it improves posture, improves stability. There's no point in going lower than mouth level. Yeah. It doesn't increase activation in the shoulders. Okay. Keep your glutes tight, Chris. Good. That's it. Really, to be honest, with the overhead press, the money range of motion is really at the top when you're squeezing and trying to touch the ceiling. So that's why the push press, which is actually a highly cheated military press, is probably the best shoulder builder because it allows you to use more weight in the overload range here, which is the most important one for overhead press. On all pressing movements, that's why I like the fat bar because it's better to use it's easier to use a false grip with a fat bar. Always better when pressing movement. Good, better, Chris.
Give it a good shot. Much better timing there.
Good. Press hard. Up.
Nice.
Good. More above your ears at the top. Good. Obviously, don't drop it. Brachialis responds better to slower tempo and isometric hold. So when doing any form of armor style curl, slower tempo and squeeze at the top to really activate that brachialis. Good. Good, Chris.